Right. Hi students, in this video we are going to explain the topic of linear momentum. If the train is there, the train is on the platform, means it is at rest. If the engine driver apply the force, what happens? It will come into motion. Means how much velocity it will gain? The velocity gained by the train depending upon the force applied by the driver on the engine. For example sake, you are riding a bicycle. The bicycle has some mass. How much velocity it will gain? The velocity gained by the cycle depending upon the force applied by you. This means if we apply the force on a body which is having certain mass, after some time the body must gain some velocity. We know that this velocity is cause for acceleration. The main reason for the force is compulsory a body should gain some velocity. For example say I am throwing this chalk piece. Of course the mass of the chalk piece is less. If I throw with more force, it will travel with more velocity. If I throw with less force, less velocity. This means if you apply the force on every body, the body starts to move. That only Newton's laws will explain for us. After the traveling of the body from one place to another place, the body should gain some velocity. The velocity gained by the body depending upon its mass. Means there is a relation is there between the mass of the body and velocity. That internal relation between the mass and velocity of the body is said to be momentum. Because of the force, if the body moves in a straight line, then that momentum is called linear momentum. The word linear indicates straight line. Means the body should move in a straight line. Such kind of the momentum acquired by the body is called linear momentum. You observe the definition 1. The instantaneous force means at that time you applied the force. At a particular time only we applied the force. Then what happens? Where we applied that one? On a body. In a body means it should have some mass. Then the body contains, what happened to the body? A combined effect of mass and velocity. So because of the force applied on the body, that force is cause for change in the mass and velocity of the body. Such kind of that physical quantity is called linear momentum. See here, finally we can say that there is a relation is there between the mass and velocity. Means if we take in the product of mass and velocity, we can get the concept of linear momentum. Now, linear momentum is also defined as the product of mass and velocity. Now, in the form of the statement is there, if we convert into the form of formula, momentum is equal to mass into velocity. Momentum is represented by letter P bar. Why? Because it is a vector quantity. Why? Because the momentum depends on velocity. We know that velocity is a vector quantity. This means the direction of momentum is in the direction of velocity. Right? So momentum P bar is equal to mass into V bar. We know that velocity can be written as displacement by time. Displacement is also a vector quantity, so for that velocity is also a vector quantity, so that the momentum is also a vector quantity. We can say that momentum P bar is equal to m into v. See, momentum P and m are directly proportional. Why? Because they are in numerators. Momentum and velocity are also directly proportional. Why? Because they are in numerators. Now, let us discuss what are the units of momentum now. First of all, come to the CGS unit of momentum. CGS unit of momentum depends on CGS unit of mass and CGS unit of velocity. Why? Because the formula for that momentum P is equal to mv. So if you know P is equal to mv, mass, CGS unit of mass is gram, CGS unit of velocity is centimeter per second, we already know. So it is also can be written as gram into centimeter into second power minus 1. This also taken as dyne into centimeter. Now let us comes to MKS unit or otherwise SI unit. This MKS or SI unit of momentum depends on MKS unit of mass and MKS unit of velocity. MKS unit of mass is kg, MKS unit of velocity is meter per second. Now it becomes kg into meter. If they carry the second to the numerator, it becomes second power minus 1. Kg meter into second power minus 1. It is also can be represented as Newton into meter. Now let us comes to the types of momenta. Momentum singular, momenta plural. So types of momentas, if you come to that, initial momentum, final momentum, change in momentum is also there. Now let us discuss initial momentum. See, till now what we understood, momentum P is equal to m into v, we are going to say. Mass is always constant for a body, but there is a difference in the velocity. This velocity may be initial velocity u or it may be final velocity v. So if you consider the product of mass and initial velocity and the product of mass and final velocity, the product of mass and initial velocity is called initial momentum. Pi is equal to mu, where m is the mass, u is the initial velocity. Units are same, there is no change in the units. Now next one, final momentum. Final momentum depends on the product of mass and final velocity. So Pf is equal to mv. Now let us discuss what is meaning of change of momentum. Already there, change in momentum. Change is always final momentum minus initial momentum. We know that final momentum is equal to mv, initial momentum pi is equal to mu. That only we are going to take the difference, that is mv minus mu. So delta p, change in momentum, change is always represented by letter delta p. Now delta p is equal to mv minus mu. We can take the m as common. Now delta p is equal to m of v minus u. This is the formula for change in the linear momentum.